so this is how he was described physically by a tenor. So a man described him as remarkably small man, very thin and pale, with a profusion of fine hair of which he was rather vain. His early biographer stated there was nothing special about his physique. He was small, and his countenance, except for his large, intense eyes, gave no signs of his genius. He apparently had a childhood case of smallpox as well, so he had like kind of like scars on his face. Of his voice, thank you, Chubsy, for the work. Of his voice, his wife wrote that it was a tenor, rather soft in speaking and delicate in singing, but when anything excited him, or it became necessary to exert it, it was both powerful and energetic. He also loved elegant clothing, apparently. Okay, I've spent so long reading about Mozart. I'm so sorry, everyone. You went to middle school with that fella? Me too, man. Right? He finally makes it, then dies. I feel like there's like there's like several stories like that where somebody finally starts to kind of be on like the precipice of fame and then something happens. Accident. Death. Yeah. Anyway, what do we need this photo for?
It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter. To us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around. Also, like, to be fair, like, thank you everyone for humoring me on this. Fox, what do you want me to read? Aesop Rock and Blockhead. Oh fudge, you got it. We're just continuing on our tangent. I love just like going down rabbit holes and like learning stuff and reading stuff like that. So if people like want streams that are just that, I am 100% down. Just like let me know in my Discord or here. Like I've always, if you have certain topics, things like that, I would always be down to just go down a rabbit hole on stream, but I also don't want to bore people if that's not their thing. Yeah, there's the Discord. I've been referencing it like 10 times, but yeah, only 10 minutes of disco, but tons and tons of rabbit holes. It's Rusaka's stream rabbit hole. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna read. This is requested by Fox. I know Aesop Rock, I think I read one time has like I saw like a really awesome chart, like a plot of like, I think the most words for like artists, like the most diverse vocabulary. I'm not like saying this correctly, but they like, somebody did a study where they basically like do you know the stat, Crooked? Like, yeah, I'm trying to think of like how to say it, but it's like has the most like different words used. It's funny that this is the problem, is I can't articulate something in this sense. But yeah, Aesop Rock apparently has like a very, very expansive, like, and it's like by miles beyond like most other artists, is Aesop Rock and their vocabulary. Not Kendrick, yeah. I don't know. This was an old stat though, so maybe now it's changed, but I'm pretty sure Aesop's still up there. But anyway, this is Oh Fudge. I don't know if I know this one. I haven't listened in a long time. But here's the best dramatic reading I can get for you. E40 is high on that list. I don't know E40. I love like very articulate rappers and musicians. Like I'm a lyrics person, so I'm a sucker for that stuff. Okay. Yeah. Stirring up the pot, add a couple worms, herbs from the swamp, conjure up a curse, turn a person into a frog, courtesy the blob with the shirt full of snot, plus mildew, pretty much a ball of sticky stuff and soft tissue, hemoglobin, cat hair, peanut butter, coffee, born with a cough and a finger in the frosting. I can't stop sweating. People at the store say, I think that man's melting. The fan's not helping. It's probably a job for Abraham Van Helsing. I woke up on fire, and speaking a dead language backwards, several octaves deeper than his average. The how is not important. It's the translation that matters. It says,
Beware the flesh in which archaic evils gather. God damn. I slosh when I move. A mop, not a broom. My body ate my shoes. I had a dime for every time that happened. My body ate my shoes. Mold on his robe. Moles on moles. I don't have any bones. Retreats from the sun. Bleeds from his gums. I sleep in the tub. Fever in a cold. Teeth in many rows. I'll eat a whole goat. Earlier this morning, several hunters from the region put a bolo on his spirit. Call the number if you see it. Container at the bungalow, bubbling at the gum line. The bushy-tailed and bug-eyed come in every color fungi. Oh, fudge. My new form isn't in the folklore. The new norm wasn't in the brochure. There's no known cure. Nothing more to figure out. Just sit around and grow horns. Germs on germs on germs. Slide through, cry you a river of soft serve. My snail trail exhibit infinitely wrong turns. I'm gelatin. Forever in line for the hors d'oeuvres. Coat full of crab toast. Foam at the whistle. Future of a puddle with a phone in the middle with no signal. It's emotional. I slosh when I move. Mop, not a broom. My body ate my shoes. Mold on his robe. Moles on moles. I don't have any bones. Retreats from the sun. Bleeds from his gums. I sleep in the tub. Fever in a cold. Teeth in many rows. I'll eat a whole goat. I like that one. But that's what I'm talking about. Like, that is like some... Isn't that fluid? That is amazing. No buns and stuff. Yeah. Oh, man. I think that man's melting. Analysis of his lyrics identified him as a rapper with the most expansive vocabulary, using the most unique words in a rapper's first 35,000 lyrics. He had 7,839 unique words. Yeah. Yeah, and those, like, I mean, the rhymes are just nuts. Maybe if I just read Aesop lyrics all the time, my vocabulary would improve. Because that was fantastic. Thank you. Fox always gives me the coolest things to read. Thank you, Fox. Appreciate it. Cricket, you would. I'm surprised you like Aesop, but I'm not surprised you like Aesop. Because Cricket, you're more of like a metal fan, I feel like. But something I love about Cricket streams, sorry, I had to pause a second, is Cricket's one of those people where you can go off on a topic like metal music, for example, or like heavy metal. I know fuck all about heavy metal music. I don't listen to it, but I love listening to Cricket talk about it and like play stuff from it because Cricket is passionate about it. And I love hearing people when they're talking about a topic that they are passionate about and excited about. And like Cricket, when you go down those, like, and especially when you have somebody else in the chat who's like engaging with you, it's just like fantastic to like witness. And I'm just like, I'm sitting there like, yeah, let's go. This artist, like, I don't have a clue what's going on, but it just like, you get like caught up in that like energy, right? Cricket likes Mastodon. Cricket likes Baby Monster. No, is it Baby Monster? No, Baby Monster is the other group. Who's the one? Baby Metal? Baby Metal. Baby Monster is like a K-pop group, but Baby Metal is like the Korean metal group, right? Baby Metal's like... You like that the mashup one. It was Baby Metal with the other person. I remember listening to that one on your stream one time. Baroness. I don't know. You two, yeah, I love hearing anyone who's like excited about stuff. I love hearing like people who are passionate about topics. Yeah, exactly, Chubsy. Yeah. For reference, the last song you recommended rhymed with watch American classics with drink champagne out of What song was that? Which song was that, Demeet? Was that the one you just sent me? I only got to listen to like a part of it before stream. The one that's like a spoiler, not spoiler. I also love music. I do. But the problem with the music I tend to listen to and I'm the most knowledgeable about is like the really, not really obscure, but just kind of like weird stuff. Stuff where it's like, if you find the like people who know it, you'll be set for life. Like you guys can chat for hours. But like most mainstream stuff, it's like people aren't gonna really get what you're talking about. Although some of the bands I'm into have been slowly getting more popular. Like Cigarettes After Sex got like a really big bump. I think it was after David Lynch talked about them on one of his weather reports. And now they're like featured in like the Arcane soundtrack and stuff. It seems like, I don't know, but I don't know if they actually are, but I saw that they were like on a related playlist essentially earlier today. Anyway, what are we doing in this game again? Victim's tattoos. It contains insight to the victim's person by his build. I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter to us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around. Can I have it? I should look at it later without the corpse smell. Am I gonna lose it? Demeet, do you not know about his like daily weather reports? Wait, really? You haven't seen these, Demeet? You mostly listen to rap. Oh. I went through phases where like I did listen to metal for a little while because I had a friend who really liked metal. And I tried to listen to it for a while, but like I said, I'm like a lyrics person, and for me, I know when you read the lyrics you can like see them, but for me I like could not hear the lyrics, at least in the metal they gave me. And so for me that was kind of like, oh, I can play this in the background when I'm like working, but it wasn't something I would like be drawn to, like, oh, I want to listen to that song, you know? But I think there's so many different subsets of like metal. So I think it was like, I know, because I now know after being in Crooked's like conversations on this, it's like some of it like, because it feels like people consider Linkin Park to be like metal, but I didn't think they were. Somebody correct me on this. I'm not knowledgeable. No, I'm just surprised to be you don't know it. So during the COVID shutdown, David Lynch was uploading these like on YouTube, these like couple minute long videos where he would just basically like comment on the weather and like other things, and occasionally he'd just be like, I like this song, and he would just like say a song or whatever. But he did it every day. It was just like him sitting in his house, and there was just occasionally in David Lynch fashion, like just really weird things he would do. Like he would just have like a jar of pickles in his hands and not explain it, and people would like speculate on what it meant, things like that. But I was watching them for a while because they were kind of like wholesome in a way, especially during those times. But then at one point he just was like, I like this song by the band called Cigarettes After Sex, and I was like, what? Because at that point they weren't like super popular, but after that I think they got a really big bump. You went to an Aesop concert for the Impossible Kid album. It's your favorite album. You got your ticket and a $10 bill signed by him. Oh, that's so great. I'm surprised you don't have it in your like on your bedroom wall, Cricket. Also, your wall in the background, Cricket, has changed so much. You should have like a before and after, like first day of streaming to now, because it's like, it looks so good. But it's like been fun to watch it building over time. You used to only like the lyrical rap hip hop. Now you don't care for it. You felt the same way about metal. Then you started learning about the different yeah, there's so many different subgenres, right? All's wrong. Yeah, we all handled COVID in our own way. I watched David Lynch videos, you know. Yeah, I was gonna say your wall is like completely filled now. I was gonna say, yeah, this is the vibe of Rusalka's streams. It's like we have this like very interesting, very heady game where I get waylaid for hours talking about random other things. This is what I was saying, where maybe we can just have rabbit hole streams sometimes where we just chat about God knows what. We can have a general theme to start it off, and then we just kind of go wherever. I am playing a game. I used to play, speaking of games and tangents, I used to play a game a long time ago. I don't remember what we even called it, like Wikipedia races or something like that, where essentially we would just, it was when we had computer labs. So dating myself a little bit, but you'd have computer labs. So you'd be with like a bunch of your friends and you'd all have computer lab or like computers next to each other. Now everyone has a laptop or a phone, so you can still do it. It's not like that takes it away. But we would somebody would open a Wikipedia page and we'd hit the like random button or whatever, so it would bring up a random article. And we'd take note of that article. And then somebody else would hit their random button and it would bring up another article. And then the game was essentially, and I'm sure this probably has been turned into a real game by now. The game was everyone would then start on the first article page. And the goal was to try to get to that second article page, but you could only go by clicking links within the articles. So you could only try to get to that final page by like clicking on random links and references within the text of each article. And sometimes you screwed yourself because you get to like a dead end like article. But it was kind of like you had to sort of like strategically try to like have this like thought of like, okay, how do I get like, this is the topic, what kind of path do I think I can take to get here? Like, so sometimes you'd like scroll for specific things, but sometimes you were just like clicking randomly to try to get there, and it was whoever got there first won. But you would sometimes get like, I would be like, oh man, I need to revisit this page later because this is wild, because you get on some really wild like paths, but then after you did it you had to go back and prove that you did it, that you didn't just like click, so you'd have to go back and show the path for how you got there by hitting like back, and it was always really exciting and interesting to me back then. But yeah, I don't know, take it for what it's worth. Play with your friends. Play with your nieces and nephews, remind them that there was once computer labs. Anyway, can I have that photo?
Sure. Just don't lose it.
I hope I don't lose it. He hands you the piece of rolled up photo paper. It's no larger than a pack of cigarettes.
The glassy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper, teeming with opportunistic organisms.
Another fun one is Google searching anything to get only 2 results. Not 1, not 3, but 2. Oh, you mean... Oh, what do you mean? Like, you try to search something that will only have 2 results? That's tough. That's tough. So Wiki Racing does exist, and Wiki Game is another. I was gonna say, I know somebody probably already turned it into a game, because I feel like there's other stuff that's kind of similar. Oh, that's tricky, Chubsy. That's tricky. Yeah, you'd have to really, really be specific. Oh. Look him in the eye.
His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there.
There.
Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess.
We're this close to derailing stream into GeoGuessr. Honestly, I would play GeoGuessr, but like it's I feel like now it's the did I play it once on stream? I feel like I did. Yeah, again, I feel like I played it one time, but now it's like you have to pay for it and stuff. There's like the knockoff versions, but I haven't. I'm not very good at it either. I was gonna say, yeah, the AI search thing now kind of screws it up. I didn't really. I only recently noticed the AI like searching thing on Google. So I kind of don't like it for most of the things I'm trying to search. I'm like, please, I'm just trying to find a very particular research article, and you're like trying to summarize all the research on this topic, and I just want this one article. Yeah, first 5 are free. Yeah, so you can do that. So yeah, we could always try 5. See what happens. Ah, man, Inland Empire. We could try this one. Chad, do you want to give me a stat boost so we can try the Inland Empire? Another great film by David Lynch. I say great, but it's questionable. Another film by David Lynch. It's like asking a know-it-all child. You get all the confidence and nothing. Yeah, exactly. This is not physical to me, you fucker. This is psych. So we need a boost for psyche. So we can take away. It's not close. Let's take away from Motorix temporarily. So down. So it's gonna come up with like a vote. And the thing is, you downvote one thing and then you upvote another thing. But we have to be unified, otherwise it doesn't pass. So we're gonna downvote Motorix, the yellow. Downvote Motorix. Upvote Psyche, purple. Upvote Psyche. Downvote Motorix. Demean, I swear to God. Upvote Psyche. Downvote Motorix, okay? I could level things up. I've got a lot of skill points to level up, but I'm just being Rusalka, okay? Let me get my own window up to make sure things are working. And to cast a vote, because I can. Okay, so downvote Motorix, upvote Psyche. Time starts now. Downvote Motorix, upvote Psyche. And we'll find out. My vote was cast. Vote for meditation. Okay, so you guys helped me out. Thank you. So we'll try it. We'll probably still fail, but let's give it a shot.
I'm gone.
Oops, he's talking to us now. Okay. Didn't know that was gonna happen, but here we are. Yeah, all beans indeed. Let me pull. There we go. Got OBS back up. All right. I forget what I even asked him. I guess I'm just talking to him. I can see you're gone, but who are you?
I'm a joke. Look at me.
You are now, but who were you when you were alive? There's nothing funny about you.
There is nothing funny about jokes either.
Okay. I think there's some jokes that are funny, but who were you when you were alive?
A killer. A motherfucker. And a killer.
I have another question for you. The Hardy Boys did kind of hint that this guy maybe assaulted a woman, I think was like kind of the hint that they gave. But I don't know if that was like fully believable, or I might be like confused about that. But that was the vibe I got. Good night, Chubsy. Have a good sleep. Thank you for letting me know about the Google search game.
Go ahead, Kobo.
Who's Kobo? Where have you gone?
Into the wild pale yonder.
Where is that?
In the past. Way out in the west.
Okay. What is happening?
What do you mean?
I'm talking to you.
It's the power of your
Black, frothy liquid starts bubbling on his lips.
imagination.
Oh, sugoi.
Go ahead. Ask me more questions. You fucking love questions.
I mean, I do. Why do I love questions so much?
Because you're a copperoony.
Hell yeah.
Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions?
Give me a comical amount of questions.
Coming right up. Copperoony Rooney. This is getting upbeat now.
Why do I feel like I've forgotten something terrible?
Because you have.
Seems about right. Who killed you?
Love did me in, Brother Copo. It was love all along.
Is my name Rooney?
Fuck no. You're no Rooney.
Rooney is obviously not who I am.
Between you and me, your name is probably Harry.
Dame. すごいと言えません。言えません。Yeah, our name is Harry, but it's like a longer form of Harry. I forget though. I feel like I've been getting a lot of Harry lately.
You might be onto something there.
Can you ask me a question?
Sure, Lobo. I can ask you a question. Why are you doing this? looking at my face, motionless, looking into my eyes, standing here. Why are you investigating my murder?
Oh, it's 5 p.m. I also like that Lieutenant Kim's just very patiently waiting for us to just, as we're just staring at a corpse. Because this is all going on in our head. And as I've found out from other like situations, this is still real time. So because Kim will make comments where he's like, you've been standing there for a bit. I don't have anything else to do. This case is all I have because he told me to. Maybe this will lead to something indescribable, unforeseen, miraculous. I don't have anything else to do.
I am all you have. Then you truly lost it all, brother. Let the world drag it all away from you. And what it left, you pissed away. And here we are.
I don't really want to tell him I hate him. I feel bad about that. He stinks and he's boring. Yeah, I know, the Kim comment. I could go back and do it, I think.
Sure, Lobo. Looking at my face.
Yeah, what happens if we say Kim?
You're a lying sack of shit, Cop.
Yeah, so I was right the first
You're
time.
doing this because there is nothing else to do.
I was right the first time.
Everything else is over. It's just me now.
Either that or it like remember, like, because this game is good about that. It might just be doing that because I already answered it. So it's like, nah, your first answer, you know what you put. Like, so I might have lost the opportunity to figure out how he would have responded to that. But maybe this is the same response. I don't know. I hate you. You stink and you're boring.
Do I remind you of someone?
Of my...
A child born with Muller's disease, harlequinism, grown up miraculously.
Oh no. Oh no. You look like a baby affected with harlequinism.
You sure I got out of that one. Coppellini.
I know. Oh no, this one. Alright. We've got yeah, harlequinism is terrible. We've got another ad coming up. We're still staring at a corpse, but it's fine. So we've got another ad coming up. 1 minute ad. 3 minute ads in 1 minute start. So gonna take a little break. Be sure everyone stretch your legs, get some water, hydrate, food, snack if you need it. If you need to go to bed, go to bed. Don't let me keep you up. I need to make some rice. Thank you, Demeet. Millie is doing Millie things, so thank you, Demeet. That's a good reminder. So it might be a little longer than a 3 minute break because I have to make the rice. Start the rice for dinner. But yeah, you all make sure you have appropriate food and drink and such as well. But yeah, if you're not here when I get back, it's been a pleasure having you. No, Millie has been on it. Millie's not slacking. But yeah, Fox, good night. Yeah, anyone who needs to head off, I totally get it. Thank you for being here. But I will be streaming for at least probably 2 more hours or so. I tried to start a little early so that we could go a little bit longer today because it's been a while since I've been here. But yeah, I'll be back in a little bit. Good luck with the Words with Friends. Words on Stream. Fuck, I never get the name right. I'll be back soon. See you. So if you're here for his feet stream, you'll be disappointed. I'm gonna be the very best. My mom, she told me not to eat the Pokemon. I said, that seems like a good idea. We gotta put it in